Welcome back to the second quarter of the Bobby Dupre Show, along with my sidekick here, Andrew.
Good morning.
Top State Cultural Honor awarded, and we say we like to talk about good things and good people. Miss Mavis Frugier, we have spoken about her ever since, I guess, the first time I met her. She's been heavily involved in community affairs, particularly dealing with the French immersion type program that's really come a long ways in Orneville, Louisiana, where she lives and hails from. She's been recognized on a statewide level, and she was one of 15 individuals who were at the Louisiana Culture Awards Day in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and she was recognized, and rightfully so. She has certainly spent many, many hours, and they have that very, very nice hall that they have converted from a lumber yard to Nunu's, I guess you'd call it cultural
center, yeah.
Cultural center. French Immersion Cultural Center.
Education and music.
And I spent one of those Saturday mornings with the French-speaking cup of coffee deal, and thoroughly enjoyed it. And you meet some people that are well known in the area that come there to kind of practice on their French. That's my problem. I just don't get to talk it as much as I probably should, but when I get kind of jammed up in a corner, I do pretty good. But as long as they can speak English real well, ça m'a force pour dire quelques mots.
Well, there you go.
How about that?
That's not too bad.
Kind of makes it hard for me to say certain words.
Over in Port Barre on Saturday, May the 18th at the Veterans Park is going to be a big fundraiser to help Paul Brent Cortez. He's a 16-year-old from Port Barre who was diagnosed with bone cancer. He's been going back and forth to Ochsner's in New Orleans. So if you can go by and help on that day, there's going to be everything from live music from Lil Wayne, a Rebel Band, One Trick Pony, Eric Gautreaux. There's going to be a wild game cook-off. There's going to be a silent auction, and there's going to be a live auction with auctioneer, world-famous auctioneer, Skeeter Ray will be involved. Ooh. So T-shirts and all that are going to be sold. Don't bring your ice chest. They'll have plenty of beer sold there to help fundraise, to help Paul Brent Cortez. So go by. That's May the 18th in Port Barre, 9 a.m. until.
And while we're talking about the Cortezes, one of the items that I have to talk about, and it's all good, is Club honors the beautiful garden of the week. And it was presented, of course, to Glenn and Joanne Cortez, and they live on 2232 Jasmine Street. That's what we refer to that as a Park Vista subdivision. Beautiful yard right here. If you're just riding around, cruising kind of slow, it would be, if you're heading, I guess that would be south at that point, they would be on the right-hand side, and you'd see the big sign, Garden of the Week. And of course,
I need to plant some flowers.
Miss Claire Robichaud was the one doing the presentation.
Oh, yeah, she's active.
And then the Garden Club also awarded an award for the commercial Garden of the Week.
And Garden of the Month?
Garden of the Month, right. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's...
You get a whole month when you win. That's
correct. And that was presented to Prompt Sucker Nursing Home.
Wow, look at the flowers there.
954 East Prudhoe Lane. So the Garden Club has been, I don't know how many years, but ever since I can remember as a young person, they have been active in our community, and there's always some outstanding yards. When you're just riding, if you just kind of do like Daddy suggested I do, kind of throw your eyes to the side a little bit and see that, you can slow down. Right now, a pretty yard is Reggie and Marie Dupre on, that would be South Court Street. And nice iron fence they've installed possibly in the last 12, 18 months. Beautiful front yard.
Steamboat Warehouse. When you're riding and enjoying the flowers, sniffing the roses as you drive by, you can go all the way down to Washington, Louisiana to the Steamboat Warehouse and try a good steak, try some good seafood there from the Shrimp Betsy with the large Gulf shrimp sauteed in olive oil and herbs, and they got the crawfish palmetto, which is that pan-fried catfish with rice pilaf and crawfish cream sauce. They've got all kind of good stuff. stuff. They even put crawfish etouffee for just a couple of dollars more on any dish that you're interested in eating. Go by, great wine selection, great ambiance. Chef owner Jason Huguet is so active in the community, helping out all our charities around here quite a bit. Go by the Steamboat Warehouse in Washington. And why not one more sponsor while I'm getting it?
Yep.
Let's go with, how about Sears of Opelousas? Sears, where America shops. Boy, I like that old slogan. If you go by Sears, and I'm throwing my ink pen on the floor, go by Sears right now. They've got mattresses. If you're looking for a good mattress, you know, it's spring cleaning, you're cleaning up the house, you're redoing everything. It's a good time to get a brand new mattress in. Well, thank you for that. And you can go and change your mattress out, get a nice fresh one. If you're sleeping out in the doghouse, you can't sleep on the good mattress, and you want to keep that yard nice and clean, so when you walk out the doghouse, your feet don't get too wet in the dew. They sell good Craftsman equipment for that as well. From your push mowers to your rod mowers, they've got at least, it's almost 24 rod mowers and push mowers, different models. I'm not talking about like just total, different models. Go pick up your mower and go home with it. You can use it right away. You don't have to go put it back together. They got it ready and rolling for you at Sears.
A lot of good publicity, of course, was given prior to the show the other night. That was Carrie Underwood at the Cajun Dome. And of course, the opening session was by our own Hunter Hayes. And the town of Brobridge, where he and his mom and dad, Mr. and Ms. Leo Hayes, live. He was presented an honor to the key to the city, and they donated a large oil painting of him.
With like Louisiana stuff around it to show he's kind of, they name him an ambassador for Louisiana.
Well, that's what we named Hadley Castile, another musician from here. And he had a special night over at the Festival International in Lafayette.
Last Sunday afternoon, they had a big group from Canada that came to celebrate Hadley's life.
About 75 people. Can you imagine the impact that man had made up in Mattabois? Mattabois.
Is that what it is, Mattabois?
Matter something.
I got to meet some of the people. I didn't get to hear them because my boy Ian was playing with Imagine I Am at the same time, but I got to meet up with everybody. I saw Keith and Yvonne Norman and Jared and the whole crew, and they had a huge turnout for Hadley, though. I mean, people know Hadley, know him for years and years.
They packed. It's not often that the Cajun Dome is a sellout, and that included standing room.
Yeah.
I'm told that it was a total sellout, and the good part about it is many of the people were there for Hunter Hayes. Not taking anything away from Carrie Underwood, but this was his first time back on that stage.
Big homecoming.
Big homecoming, and he just got that huge show across the world 2 Sundays ago.
2 or 3 of the Academy Award type, I said Academy Award, the music award shows. He did a special with Joe Walsh, the guitar player for the Eagles all those years. They asked Joe Walsh to pick 3 different musicians he wanted to play with, and one of the guys he picked was Hunter Hayes, and he and Hunter Hayes played together on his special I saw the other night. So I mean, he's in everything right now.
Yeah, he played 3 instruments Monday night here at the Cajun Dome. He did the same thing with, what was the gentleman he played with, the closing act of that?
I'm supposed to remember, huh?
Not Ray Charles, the other famous.
Stevie Wonder.
Stevie Wonder. And when it ended, he was playing the drums, I think it was. So, I mean, very talented. Keep up the good work and keep your head good and clear. And I know the family and your friends are pulling for you.
How about the Opelousas Catholic Sporting Clay Challenge? If you want to go down and shoot at the Long River Lodge down in Melville, Louisiana, it's on May the 11th. Which is, well, we should put the day of the week on it, make it easy on me. Saturday, May the 11th, you can go by, and they're looking for $500 for a 4-person team or $125 for individuals. You want to call somebody, you can call George Quirk, you can call Denise Canatella at 592-0592, or Jude Armand, 351-2304, Dirk Helton, the whole crew. Go out and help support the school and go and enjoy yourself at a beautiful place.
Boy Scouts to honor Dr. Tom Jones. We spoke about this maybe the last 2 programs. This is the last time we'll be able to talk about it coming up, because this event will take place Monday, and that will be the 6th of May. And Dr. Tom Jones is very, very respected and has done so much for the Boy Scouts. I'm trying to say something strong, because what he did for the Boy Scouts at times, during the times that he's been involved, the Boy Scout movement had taken a little dip. And you see that in these events. Something takes place at a national level, and it comes all the way back to Opelousas in Acadiana, where the Evangeline area Boy Scouts are housed, and the office itself is in Lafayette. But Dr. Tom Jones stuck it out and did a beautiful, tremendous job. And you and I and David Link, you don't forget, mark that on your calendar, because there's no excuse. You have to be there.
I'll be there.
Okay, because I've already bought the tickets already.
I spent the money.
Spent the money. And Dr. Jones, Andrew and I want to personally thank you very much for all you've done, and time and money expended. Thanks.
You got it. How about another sponsor? Let's hit the Quarters Casino. Get mama out of the house and go try a little bit of luck there at the Quarters Casino. You can go right there on I-49 exit 23. They've got good Chevron fuels, canopies to cover you well, where you don't have to worry about getting wet if it's rainy at all, and good concrete, nice and dry. Go inside and get crispy, crunchy chicken. You can get Subway sandwiches. You can get Stuckey's candies. They've got a huge convenience store. El Pico de Gallo Mexican Cantina and Restaurant is there as well, where you can enjoy great margaritas. You can get a complimentary margarita with your meal 7 days a week. Go by and try your luck at the Quarters Casino.
Bayou Teche is being considered for historic designation. And I certainly hope that that takes place, because with these designations, generally, there's some grant money that comes.
More money.
And a group from along the area there, kind of up in the Orneville area, started up. They're trying to clean the bayou. Over the years, the bayou had become well, kind of a trash pile in certain areas. Certain people have no respect for your property and our property. At this point, it's our property. And look how beautiful it is, where it's all nice and clean.
Been tons of pulled out.
And we talked just now about the French movement that Mavis Frugier and others of the area are working hard. And this would just be another step to get more tourism dollars, because they're sitting right on the edge of the Chaffalaa Basin, which is the largest swamp land base in the United States, that particular basin. And this river here goes starts off right dead center, Port Barry, Louisiana.
The birthplace of Bayou Teche.
That's correct, and goes all the way down to the edge of the Morgan City, city of Morgan
Right,
City.
Chaffalaa River.
Yep, and then it goes into the Chaffalaa River. So we certainly hope that this continues forward. You better get one or two sponsors real quick.
I got some sponsors. Well, I'll give you this one. How about Slimco? Let's get some scholarships in. If you want to get a scholarship, they're giving 20 of the $2,000 scholarships from Slimco at their annual meeting at Saturday, June the 1st. It's when the big meeting is, but you got to get your application in by today, May 2nd. It's Thursday. Today's the last day. Get it in. Go to slimco.com. You can give them a call at 896-2520. The information is very short, very easy to do. If you're a child of a customer, or you are a customer yourself, a member of Slimco, you can easily qualify for it, and then they draw 20 of the people who qualify.
A new
30 seconds.
Well,
you know.
we won't get into that one. We'll hold that one up. Let's get one more sponsor real quick.
Well, at 20 seconds, we're going to be tight. What we'll do is we're just going to see you folks on the other side of 1 minute after our half-hour break.